This is the sequel to A Bag of Milk Inside a Bag of Milk, except this is called Bag Outside of... Wait, Milk Outside of Bag of Milk. Outside a Bag of Milk. Yeah, there you go. Milk outside a bag of milk outside a bag of milk. That's really loud in my earballs. Okay, well, I just played the first game of Bag of Milk Inside a Bag of Milk, and this is the sequel, Milk Outside a Bag of Milk Outside a Bag of Milk. I went to check it out because there was one touching moment where me and the video game character were talking, and it almost made me cry, and I just had to see if they had more games, and I saw this, and weirdly enough, they were... So in the first game, the little bit that made me cry was about her talking about her dad, how she no longer has him, and how she thinks about how her life would be different if he was here, and it made me cry a little bit because I lost my father back in 2020, and you know, it's still really upsetting. This year will be 4 years that I've lost my dad in late February, and it's crazy because when I looked up the second game, it came out December 16th, which is my dad's birthday. And I thought, why not check it out? Like, it was crazy. First game made me cry about it, and this game came out on my dad's birthday. I mean, I don't think it'll have a lot to do with her dad. I think it's just the game in general, but it was one of the main reasons I wanted to continue to look at it, and then that was just more of a reason that I was like, I need to check it out. I'm walking to my room, trying not to look around. Playful shadows dance around me, here and there. They dash all over the walls and ceilings. One of those shadows whizzes past me, touching my face ever so slightly. I smile and continue walking, paying it no mind. Sometimes it's so easy to lose self-control and track of time, spinning in a joyful dance. But I'm in a bit of a hurry here. Mom told me to go to bed. That's where we left off when she came back with the bag of milk and the mom told her to go to bed. Mom was kind of scary. I walk past the kitchen on the way to my room. The door is shut, but I can still feel the chilling air coming from the other side. My first thought is that there is a living corpse blowing into the keyhole, laughing mockingly. That's so silly. I'm absolutely sure we have no corpses in our kitchen. I know for sure that we've never had any corpses in our kitchen. I'm absolutely sure that. Oh, she's running. Run to the room. I break into a run and dash towards the closed door. The shadows intensify their chaotic dance. Are they trying to stop me or calm me down? I don't know. It doesn't matter right now. Don't you get it? I wave my hands around as I run, trying to chase away my annoying pursuers, but then I suddenly realize that I won't be able to stop in time. I've got no other choice but to break the door now. If there's somebody inside, I'll surely scare them to death. But wait, how can I scare someone to death who's already dead? What if it actually revives them? No, I don't want that. What do? I couldn't fully complete my thought. I couldn't fully complete my thought when my shoulder hit the door and it flew open. Your mom's gonna be mad that you broke that door. Dang, the art style improved a lot. This is crazy. As I expected, there was no living corpse inside, but there was a bag of milk I bought today, sitting right in the middle of the table, watching me with its unblinking eyes. I stare back. Nothing happens. Although Although, what exactly did I expect? Gratitude? Have I done something that warranted it? A bag of milk probably doesn't care whether it's on the shelf in the store or on the table in my mom's kitchen. On the other hand, nobody would drink milk inside the store, which means I took it from the safest place in the world into the scary unknown. I'm so sorry. You poor thing. I didn't think about that. That's true. There are some people that are weird, though, and They do stuff like that, but then they get kicked out of the stores. Thank goodness, because germs. I turn away in shame and leave the room in a hurry. I only bring other troubles. I walk toward my room through the narrow corridor. A narrow corridor. Ooh, that's the mom, I think. I meet a familiar, formless creature at the door. It locks me in its clutches and starts sniffing every inch of my body, like a hungry dog. Hold on, I want to see this. Flash! Yeah, oh, that's weird. I'm not struggling. I know it's useless. I just stay silent and endure its tight grip that stomps me from moving. It's the mom. It's gotta be the mom. It's the mom. After sniffing me from head to toe, the creature holds out its ugly paws, bearing a single claw, thin and sharp like a blade. Again? I stare questioningly into the monster's bottomless eye sockets. Hold on, this is really loud in my ears. Like right there is fine. I stare questioningly into the monster's bottomless eye sockets. Don't move. The creature squeezes my hand until my veins start bulging, and it just keeps staring into the black cavities where its eyes should be, ignoring all pain. I've promised so many times, stay put. The moment it says that, its claw pierces my arm. I don't feel anything other than the barely discernible crawling under my skin and the ring so tightly sprung sinews. But then the claw injects its venom into me. It hurts. A white veil appears in front of my eyes. My fingers cramp and start twitching frantically. I lose control over my body and slowly slide to the floor, just like last time. But why do I feel so hot? I feel my blood boiling up. Strong shivers run through my body, paralyzingly every single cell, while my veins and arteries heat up, almost bursting from that pressure. I try screaming, but instead of producing words, I vomit thick, milky foam. The creature notices it and throws itself at me in anger, grabbing me by the throat while keeping the poisonous claw inside my arm. Kill me! Kill me! Hysterical screams resound through the corridor. In a fit of madness, the creature starts scratching my neck. Bright splashes fly everywhere, hitting the walls with a loud sound. I try to imprint where every drop fell in my memory, so I could gather them all later. I need to remember. A new wave of pain washes over me. Everything turns pitch black in an instant. Dang. I know that was the mom. Say it. I'll never drink milk. Ever again. Say it. I'll never drink milk ever again. Say it again. I'll never drink milk ever again. I'll never drink milk ever again. Dang. I know the mom was that creature in the last game. Wonder if the mom's like hurting the little girl. If that's what she means by like injecting her venom and stuff and being ugly with her. Oh, dude, this looks insane. So much different from the first game. I finally get to my room. I'm so tired of all this fuss. Thankfully, I still feel comfy and warm in my room. Even the weird sounds coming from the outside don't make me anxious at all. Mom told me to go to bed, so I need to perform all the needed preparations. I've washed my face, and now I'm standing in front of the mirror with my toothbrush in my mouth. I look at my reflection. It shows absolutely no desire to sleep. Yeah, I get how you feel. And there was a time when the last minutes before I sleep were my favorite time of the day. I loved anticipating the inevitable moment when the reality and the dream world would clash. I woke up from that moment's sake, lived through the day for it. My biggest dream was to sleep all day long. It would have been so cool, but the dreams always slowly but surely slipped away. As if somebody fished them out of my head, one after another, until nothing was left. And now I have to sleep again, even though I don't feel any need for it. I felt that. Like, wanting to sleep all the time, but not being able to sleep. Oh my god. After finishing with my face, I usually reach out for my pills. It's funny. But I have no idea how they work separately, since I always swallow them as a bunch without thinking. Oh, like each different kind. I thought they were all the same. I didn't see that this one was different. Now I want to have a better look at it, to twirl it between my fingers, to chew on it. Oh, don't chew on medication. I'd do anything to stall, just for a little bit more time. A smooth, produced red capsule is looking at me. It's covered in a murky, semi-transparent film, but I can still discern its contents. So what do we have inside of you? I gently press on the capsule from both sides, and to my surprise, it turns out to be soft and squishy. I press harder and the capsule pops. Sticky, bright red liquid pours out. Filthy! Filthy! The pill flies straight to the waste bin, and I start rigorously washing my hands. No, there's no way I'm drinking that. Next time was a flat pill, in the same blood red color. There were some letters printed on it. Oh, I get it. This is the medicine that makes me really sleepy. But it's not the type of sleep I want. That's not it at all. It's fake. No. I don't even want to look at it. The pill flies into the waste bin as well. The next half an hour goes by in a similar fashion. I study every pill from all sides, and then I find a reason not to swallow it. I invent my own medicine instead, and enjoy swallowing them one by one after another, letting myself drown in their healing effects. Hey, my neck doesn't hurt anymore. My hand doesn't hurt anymore either. My head doesn't hurt. My heart doesn't hurt. My stomach don't hurt. My eyes don't hurt. How come I didn't think of this earlier? This is so simple. I need to brag about it to someone right away. And not to my mom. She'll just scold me. And she's sure I'm already sleeping anyway. I don't want to disturb her without reason. I'll think of something myself. Besides, I just really want some small talk. I wonder who's going to be my conversation partner. Me! Me! We had a lovely conversation last time. Hey! Is that me saying hey? Hey! Oh, hey! That was me. I am saying hey. Oh! Ah, this is so pretty. Hey, long time no see. It hasn't been an hour, dummy. You know you're only supposed to meet once per day, right? How does it know? Why does your Why does your voice sound so grim? Naturally, I've read the manual. Judging by the pictures, the overdose side effects are the usual headaches, dizziness, exhaustion. Basically nothing I can't handle by myself. After all, now I know how to do it. You didn't reply. Aren't you even a little bit happy? Not even the slightest bit? I'm pretty exhausted after today. Well, I guess you are too. That's not true. You need to go to bed. No, you've been in control for way too long already. It's my turn now, alright? I'll just stay silent until the medicine effects wear off. How about that? Hey, you can't do that. You need to do your best to make me feel better. That's exactly what I'm doing. What a bully. No, I'm not bullying. I'm trying to... Actually, why am I even worried about this? In reality, I don't need you at all. I'm so energetic and I feel great, which means I can do anything. And you can only watch and agonize over your uselessness. I can only imagine how angry you are right now. Yeah, I'm all beside myself. What made you happy all of a sudden? And why would I thought it was gonna... Remember yourself a couple hours ago. I don't know what you're... Ooh, stop lying. Nuh-uh, I still don't understand. Whatever, unlike you, I won't forget that pathetic, snotty girl for a long time. She just whines and whines all the time. Don't even try ruining my mood. I want to have fun while we're together, alright? So you're the one calling the shots now? Yeah. Well, we'll see how long you can last. We'll see. Yeah. Am I really that pathetic? Say something. I can feel tears streaming down my cheeks, hanging from my chin, and then falling on my clothes, burning holes in them. That was fast, but not expected. Hey, at least I tried. Go wash your face, then we'll decide what to do with you. Was there a choice not to be mean? Why was my character being so mean? Or not my character, like the person saying stuff to her. Ooh. I'm in front of the mirror again. I keep staring at my reflection, trying not to get distracted by the sneering looks of the walls are giving me. trying not to drown in their giggling. But then me, in the mirror, also shows me a creepy smile, bares her teeth at me. I shut my eyes, but that doesn't help. It wouldn't have helped even if I sunk through the floor. I start counting in my mind. 2 squared, 2 by 2 squared, a square squared, a square pyramid squared, a pyramidal structure cubed, a pyramidal structure hypercubed. I feel better, but my head is splitting apart now. Sorry for being rude. It's not your fault. It's never your fault. Fine, you can keep on blaming yourself, but don't overdo it. I don't know why, but I thought I'd be able to take control. I was almost ready to. I was sure I'd be able to change something. After all, I was able to buy milk, you know? Yeah, you ought to know how challenging it was. It was. Is that why you threw away the medicine? What a stupid decision, right? Whatever it was your decision. Does it even matter? Yes. Somehow, I find that hard to believe. Then why did you do it? I felt like I'd be able to fight it on my own. It's true, the pain subsided for a bit after that time, but now I feel it in triple force. It hurts so bad. Just drink your medicine. No, I'll stop talking to you. You know what to do. Just drink your medicine already, or I'll stop talking to you. No, you know what to do. Dejected. I reach out for the shelf with my medicine. I swallow the pills one after another, chasing away my unpleasant visions that keep floating up in my memory. And yet, my mind still draws a terrifying picture. Lumps of coagulated blood and transparent coating travel down my esophagus, scratching its soft walls, leaving behind furrows. Ew. I shake my head violently. I don't care if it makes me feel dizzy or worsens my pain. I just don't want to think about something so repulsive. Why? Why is my person so mean? You still haven't changed. I just realized I'm cutting off a little bit of the words right there. What do you mean? You're afraid of being alone. This worries you much more than pain. Yeah, I guess. I toss the last pill into the air and catch it in my mouth. Damn. Are you laying on a bed? What are you floating on? I lie on the floor. I look at the ceiling. I can clearly hear water running in the metal pipes up there. I hear the cracking of concrete blocks that will someday surely fall on my head. But I'm not afraid of that at all. I can't imagine my death coming from above. Rather, it's rearing its claws from somewhere below, waiting for me to lose focus. Dang. I like their shirt. Their shirt's cool. Do you want to talk about it? No. I've had enough of talking. Fair enough. What now? What do you want then? I just want to lay down for a bit. Okay. Sure can do. Even if the ceiling is bound to collapse, it won't be today. Can you stay silent, please? I need to get my thoughts in order. Fair enough. I carefully extract thoughts that are yet to be fully formed from my head and lay them out on the ceiling in orderly rows. Now it's my corkboard. I'm trying to look at what you're looking at. In hopes of seeing the whole picture, I switch them from one place to another, pile them on top of each other, scatter them around. In the end, I throw them off with my hand, annoyed, and start over. I can't do it. You can always imagine your thoughts as something small and swarming, like cockroaches. Ew, I hate cockroaches. Can I make them fireflies? I don't mind. Either way. That works. Oh, that's cool. I don't even have time to blink before my thoughts, they're fireflies now, start whirling all over the ceiling of their own accord, forming whimsical patterns. I can only observe them and wait for the right moment. It's just that moment doesn't come. The mocking sound of flapping wings coming from the ceiling made me start losing my patience. Oh, I see what you mean. Enough, I hate you! Ugh. Hear the buzzing noise in my brain. Cool little room you got here. I spring to my feet and scream at the top of my lungs. The fireflies scatter. Good job. Now start over. No way. Unstable behavior makes you look bad. I don't give a damn. So that doesn't bother you. Should it? I don't... No. A lot of people act like this. Really? There's nothing shameful about snapping at someone if you have a reason for that. Okay, maybe not that, but... You know, it's okay to not be okay. You did have a reason, didn't you? You'll surely get better, believe me. And now, start over. You're at it again. What do you mean? Never mind. And I've changed my mind anyways. Please don't stay silent for this long anymore. I'm having a hard time without your help. Fine. I raise my eyes to look at the ceiling once more. Sadly, all my fireflies seem to be hiding somewhere. I need to find them. Forget about them and go to bed. I glance around the room. There are too many places for a creature as small as a firefly to hide here. They can be anywhere. Suddenly, I hear a deafening rumble. The clock just hit midnight. It's so late already, but I can't go to bed right now. Will you help me? Please, tell me you will help me find them. Come on, stop bullying me. You promised to talk to me. What were you thinking while lying on the floor? What do you mean? You should know it better than anyone else. That's the thing, I have no idea. This is weird. It's not weird. And I don't want to not say anything. Will you tell me? Whoa. What are we looking at? I roll my sleeve and start rubbing my eyes intensely. They are so itchy. Why are you crying? My eyes are itchy. Did you drink? Did he bring milk? Did you drink milk? Did he bring milk? I wonder if I tear out all my eyelashes one after another, will my eyes stop itching? I wonder if I tear out my eyelashes one after another, all my eyelashes one after another, if I tear out all my eyelashes one after another. What have you done? I need to gather the glass. And then I need to have a bath. And then, here, drink some milk. No! I sat in the middle of my room, mouth agape, gasping for air. I died and felt something. I just got an achievement. I think I just experienced death. I don't know any other way to explain what happened. Well, that was surely something. Will you tell me or not? About what? Let's look for the fireflies instead. You're acting weird. Help me instead of running your mouth. I've already had enough adventures before bed. I need to gather my thoughts quickly and go to bed. And my thoughts are hiding from me. To be honest, I have no idea where to look for them. Me neither. I guess we'll have to tear the whole place apart. No. If I make even the smallest... It's because some of them, when she's saying stuff, I can click and it just shows it and it doesn't make the little noise. And then sometimes when I click it, it just skips. So I don't get it. All the things should stay in their place and that's it. Why? Are you trying to come up with a reason right now? You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. I don't. And I won't. Alright then. So we need to find a bunch of tiny insects inside of a mountain of junk without moving anything, even an inch. Yeah. Oh my. I have an idea. Last time becoming a visual novel character helped me achieve my goal. Now I want to become a point-and-click adventure game character. You know, those games have moments when you just look at different objects and something inevitably happens. It sounds so fun. And what about the things you use regularly? Do you refuse to touch them as well? It would make it even more interesting. This is so childish. And you want to know what's the best part? You'll be the one doing it. Oh no. Oh yes. I start panicking as soon as I get in a multiple choice situation. Oh, me too. Jeez, man. I'll just keep changing my mind and end up crying and running away. Do you want that to happen? You're such a handful. Do what you want. You've already proven yourself that you are able to make decisions. Why not continue on that road? Because I don't want that to sound rude. Or do what you want. Because do what you want sounds mean. You know, because you try to tell somebody, I want to do this, and they get mad and they're like, well, just do what you want. But then this also sounds like you've already proven yourself. You're able to make decisions. Why not continue on that road? Like a nicer way of saying it. Come on, don't be so boring. I was just teasing you. You don't have to bear the whole burden. Asking for help is a reasonable decision too. Let's begin already. I go to the middle of the room and look around. Where would I hide if I were a tiny firefly? This is so thrilling. My heart gets warmer from the pleasant anticipation. Hey, what? Look down. I look down after a moment. A small bag of light and warmth crawls out from under my sweater. Wowie! There's smoke coming from your clothes. Oh. Is she on fire? Wowie! I don't know if I was supposed to tell her that she was on fire. No, it's a firefly, or maybe it was fire. I carefully grab the firefly. It's pleasantly scorching to the touch. I put it on my shoulder. I'm sorry, little guy. Time to come home now. After it was in order, the firefly slowly drifts up, circling around my head for a bit, and then flies into my ear with the speed of a bullet. It tickles. One down, let's look for the others. Yeah. So her thoughts are scattered. I felt that too. Let's look for these other fireflies. Do I get to look, or are we still talking about it? Oh, I get to look. Radio? And what are those? Ah, those. Those are the photos of my best memories, but they're blank. I stared at them so intensely that I burned them with my eyes. Now they're just covering the cracks in the walls. Cracks? Forget it. Are we continuing the search or what? Okay, we are. I'm just asking. Let's continue. This is an AC unit, no? I look toward a very high place under my ceiling. I can hear a countless number of small legs marching inside the AC unit. Is that one of them? Oh well. What happened? Fireflies can't be friends with cockroaches. We'd better look somewhere else. Why would cockroaches be there? Have you forgotten? You were the one who told me to think of my thoughts as cockroaches. Yes, but they became fireflies afterwards, but cockroaches don't disappear just like that. So they occupied this place. Do you understand now? I do. Okay, so you're telling me they're not in there. I look down, my school bag worn down and silly, is almost screaming of its own uselessness. From another angle, it looks like a dull belly. Full belly! Oh my god, I can't read. Its contents are also regurgitating, decomposing, and turning into a sticky, mushy substance. Ew. What a cool image. I need to remember this. Totally not cool. Senseless and cruel. Totally not cool. Tell me what's inside your bag instead. Nothing special. Mostly just all sorts of books. I've taken out all the pens and notebooks out of there, and I'm not interested in anything else. Okay. You used to go to school, didn't you? Yeah, I did. I had a blast all the way. Are you sure you understood my question? Do you think everything in my life should be doom and gloom? Well, you're wrong. Alright. What did you like the most there? Well, the rooms were really bright. Not like at home. That's it? Don't rush me. Let me remember. Well, the beds were soft. Beds? And the food was nice. By the way, I attended all the classes and others always skipped. They probably got told off so hard. I smiled gently, absorbed in warm memories. You never graduated, though. Yeah. Do you remember your last day there? It was a normal day. Dad picked me up earlier than usual. He told me that I'm already too old for the school's curriculum, and I also realized that some time ago the tasks were way too easy. Then, we got into the car and went home. Mom greeted us there, we had dinner, and we went to our rooms. And what happened then? I don't remember. And does it even matter? Okay. Good. Guess it didn't matter. I look in my bag again. Light pouring into the room through the window, glints in the metal parts. And there's also a shadow underneath it, which means it's real. Sadly. Whatever. I don't care anyway. I almost end up kicking the bag in a fit of sudden anger, but I managed to stop myself in the nick of time. If I move it even an inch, the whole picture will collapse and I'll go blind. It has already happened countless times. What do you mean you'll go blind? I spent months memorizing the location of every item in my room. That's why I can see them so clearly and vividly. You wouldn't get it. Look at your feet. I look down and see a small insect is crawling towards me from my bag. It's barely glowing, and it can't even fly. I guess this firefly is really tired. I bend down and pick it up. The firefly starts glowing brightly as soon as I touch it, and then flies up. There you go, boy. Good job. After doing a victory lap around the room, it flies toward me with high speed. I shut my eyes, anticipating the firefly to enter my ear. That's exactly what happens after it gets inside. It buzzes for a little while, and then goes silent. This one is kind of sad. I wonder why. It doesn't matter. What matters is that it's no longer alone. Let's continue searching. Okay. So I already checked these things. There's a book, there's so much stuff I could look at. Oh, I can look at the lights now? Are you serious? What's wrong? Just think about it. Why would fireflies be attracted to light? I think they're quite self-sufficient already in that regard. Maybe he was tired and he wanted a break. Well, only if I'd purposely want to lower their self-esteem. Well, I'm just saying, maybe they were tired and they wanted to take a break from having to shine light all the time. What is this? The vent? It's not easy to get out of here. I wasn't trying to escape. I'm looking for the fireflies. This is my sketchbook. Half of its pages are blank, which means it'll still be good for a couple of years. You draw that rarely? Why? Isn't that obvious? If I run out of pages, I'll have to buy a new sketchbook. I can't get to the stationery store on foot. I'll have to take the bus. Do you even realize what kind of nightmare that could turn into? Well, maybe you can ask your mom to buy you one. Buy what? Ask whom? Can you even form coherent sentences? Don't play dumb. Ask your mom to buy you a notebook instead. So you want me to perform a string of actions, but you're also going to tell me to do one instead of another? Then how could I decide which action to take? You're so dyslexic. Man, you're a tough case. Your lack of empathy is my fault? I get closer to my sketchbook, stepping over the wires, the sleeping bag, the cracks in the laminate, and the window's reflection. The sketchbook is lying on the stool. From my height, it seems like the stool is missing 2 legs. I squat and look again. All legs are in place. Will I be able to think of an interesting allegory? Oh, let's not go there, okay? I stand up and study the sketchbook from inches away. Its pages are pure white. The last drawing is buried on the previous page, the way it should be. Too bad. I'd love to see it. Maybe next time. A sudden gust of chilly wind breaks into the room and makes the pages ruffle. Oh no! I shut my eyes. A distinctive sound of pages turning echoes with headache in my head. I know what's going to happen. The rustling has stopped, even though the wind is still howling from every direction. I can only mean one thing. The notebook is open on the first page. If I wait a little longer, the wind will close it. I won't have to look if I wait a little longer. If I wait. Open your eyes. No. It'll be okay, just do it. No way. I know you're lying. Calm down. No. Calm down. No. Come on. You can do it. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Fine. I open my eyes with utmost caution. The notebook is still open in the middle. No drawings, nothing. The pages are still pure white. Did I imagine it? I don't know. Did you? You're the smart one here. You tell me. Next time, don't close your eyes. What did you... I couldn't finish speaking because the pages started moving again. Don't close your eyes. Don't make me do it. I'm scared. Trust me. The rustling grows louder. The pages lift up. I can almost see the outlines of drawings on previous pages. No way. Everything that is in the past should stay in the past. You couldn't convince me. That's it. I'm closing my eyes. Look there. A barely visible light seeps through the page. With every new gust, it becomes brighter and brighter. A firefly! The wind immediately stops for a moment. The world sinks into perfect silence, but only for a moment. The buzz that has always been haunting me fills the surroundings, but it doesn't matter now. Goodness gracious, little dude. You made me so scared. The firefly blinks, flies up and enters my ear, buzzing loudly all the way. It spends some time looking for the perfect spot in my head, and then the buzzing dies down. Phew! Are you okay? Well, running short on time, so let's continue searching. Okay. So that's just the radio, umbrella. This is what scares me, is that's gonna... There's a couple things I can look at. Okay. I don't want to touch these bricks, because they're glitching out so bad. We can do the umbrella. The umbrella emanates a faint sense of coolness. No wonder. It's the only thing that defends me against the thunderclouds that gather under my ceiling. It's such a blessing that it can do it without my help. Still, a firefly wouldn't hide in a place like that. It'll catch a cold and be unable to fly. Alright, let's continue searching. I'm not gonna press her. She don't want to look. She don't want to look. What? I doubt it. All of my compartments are locked. Okay, whatever you say. If you don't want to look, that's fine by me. I look at my laptop. I haven't touched it for years, so it's covered with a layer of dust as thick as my finger. God dang, that's a lot of dust. A bizarre item. I fear it. Why? It's a long and boring story. Wonderful. Tell me about it. I insist. I don't remember how it appeared in my room. One day my parents probably bought it here because they couldn't find a better place for it. They didn't prohibit me from using it. On the other hand, they encouraged me to do so. Surely I've spent my whole days in front of the screen, gaming, drawing, engineering, calculating, 3D modeling. So much fun stuff to do. You had amusing hobbies. Yeah, I did. Before entering the web. Imagine this. You're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living. Did you imagine? Yes, as always, your analogies are spot on. Okay, I imagined. Alright, so you're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living, okay? Okay. Wonderful. And here's the situation. You're a hamster that lives... Okay, I got it. Do you want to talk about something else? Yeah. You'll end up returning to that subject anyway. Fine. You'll end up returning to that subject anyway, or fine. On one wonderful day, someone digs you up from your hamster house and brings you to the pet store. Now your new home is a cage. It's way more comfortable and warm compared to the underground. And the most important part, you have a lot of neighbors here. The cages are identical to yours, and the other hamsters look identical to you too. That means you are all the same. Apart from the fact that they were born at that shop. You'll ask, what does that indicate? And I'll tell you, nothing at all. I forgot what I was talking about. Gosh. Okay, let's start over. This time, try to avoid hamster analogies. You know, I'm not at fault here. So, I had a lot of friends online, tens, hundreds of them, impossible to count. It is impossible though. I had exactly 317 of them. Although I guess not everyone counts the exact number of hamsters when they walk into the pet shop. Hey, don't get distracted. Oh, right. From my 317 friends, 68 were into gaming, just like me. 130 of them like drawing, just like me. The remaining 100... Oh, she said 300. I was like, that's too many. 119 were into calculating and 3D modeling equally. And when I say equally, I don't mean 59 and half friends on each side. Alright? You can split numbers evenly, no problem, but math doesn't work like that when it comes to friends. A major conundrum, right? Get to the point. I knew, of course, that no real people exist on the web. I also understood that all my friends die the moment I turned off my laptop, but I still wasn't even a bit worried. Why? Do you know what computer programs consist of? It's just a combination of numbers, which means my friends were also numbers. Isn't that amusing? Not really. Why do you call them your friends? I mean, everyone who shares my interests is my friend, and I don't care whether they know about my existence or not. Anyways, as I was saying, every program has its own algorithm and purpose. It's mathematical formula. And if you solve that formula, you'll be able to predict the program's behavior at any moment. The longer you speak, the less I follow. You don't need to follow me around, just listen. I sit on the floor and the laptop screen ends up right in front of me. The only thing reflected in it is my dim face. A web person is just a random picture and a random string of letters. Words and actions from the web person are just executable code. Hey, let me know if you need a break. One day someone appeared. From that point on, my laptop wasn't always on. There's no real people on the web, but he was good at pretending. At some moment, I let him trick me. Hey, look. Huh? Suddenly, a firefly slowly crawls out from the laptop's vent grill. I reach for it, and it gets to the top of my palm, blinking all the while. I think it's trying to say something. I can see that myself. If only I knew what. Looks like a cipher. Don't you want to crack it? I changed my mind. I have absolutely no desire to find out what he wants to say. The firefly stops glowing for a moment after that. Then it starts glowing again, as if coming back to its senses. For some time, it thinks about the further course of its actions, then flies up and dashes into my ear. Let's continue searching. And what about your story? You must be mad at me for interrupting you. I'm sorry. If you do everything right, I'll finish my story, maybe. Do you promise? I promise. And if you forget, then remind me with the code word. For example, what code word? I'll think of one later. And for now on, let's keep searching for my fireflies. God. Finish searching. But there's more to look at. I'm scared to touch those bricks. I look at the mound of pills and it makes me feel dizzy. I don't want to think about it. I don't. What's wrong? I've almost skipped my dose for today. How reckless. I could have died. Hey, calm down. You already fixed that. Yeah, because you ordered me to. Is that an accusation? Things could have been much worse. Yeah. I heave a deep sigh, come closer, and extend my hand. Wow, it's warm. The moment those words leave my lips, one of the bottles overturns. Pills rain down from it, and along with them, a firefly! Hurry! Hooray, I didn't read that fully. After circling above my head a couple of times, it finally lands in my palm. The firefly rushes up my arm, and upon reaching my shoulder, crawls straight into my ear. My mind becomes a bit clearer. So I think that's all of it, except for the bricks, because this stuff is just music. Yeah. Oh, it's broken. Can't look at them. I looked at everything else, though. You found all the fireflies. Amazing. I guess... You guess. I've managed to gather my thoughts, but something still worries me. On the other hand, I wasn't supposed to be happy anyway. Why not? If I lose something and then find it, it's just going back to the starting point. No changes at all. A zero sum. And happiness is always about being positive, right? You shouldn't think too much. It hurts you. I want to sleep. How about you get some fresh air before sleeping? What do you mean? Well, go to the balcony. Breathe in some air. Somehow, those words triggered a panic attack in me. I subconsciously stepped away from the balcony. I don't think it's a good idea. Why? This may sound silly, but I feel like someone is watching me. There's no way. Alright, let's stay here. Yeah. What are you going to do? What's with this silly question? I'm going to sleep, of course. Hoping that tomorrow will only come after a year or a decade. Imagining myself to be outside of my mortal shell, but at the same time still being me. Ridiculous, like milk outside of a bag of milk, and yet... You don't have to talk out loud for me to understand that you're worried about me. I know that already. I also know that our time is running short. You won't take another pill. Of course not. In fact, I won't take it tomorrow either. And the day after tomorrow. And never ever. That's a goodbye then. No. I have one more small favor to ask. A really, really small one. What is it? I've blurted out way too much today. A lot of stuff I'd want to forget forever. I don't blame you, but was it really necessary? You'll see tomorrow. No, I wouldn't be able to sleep like this. Fine, what's the favor? I nervously scratch my wrist and bite on my lower lip. Wait a minute, you're afraid to tell me? Yes. I'm also scared that something bad might happen if I tell you. I'm also scared that when something bad happens, something way worse will happen. Stop. I get it already. Still, I won't leave you alone until you let me. Bully. No you. Dang. Looks like an eyeball back there. Like up here. I crawl into my sleeping bag. The lower part of the room is very cold. I hurry to wrap myself in blankets even though the electric heater is working hard to keep me warm. I'm sad because the dreams just won't come anymore. You won't believe me if I tell you how I dealt with it at first. Of course I'll believe you. I know, it was all a joke. Well, anyway, I washed my face, brushed my teeth, lied down, and started imagining that I was watching a dream. I didn't sleep at all, of course, and always looked sleepy in the morning. After a week of insomnia, I started feeling weird and seeing things. Letters floating in the air, strange silhouettes that appeared in the most unexpected of places, bulging eyes with trembling pale pupils. It was scary, you know? Then, one day, I almost died. It just collapsed in the middle of the room and couldn't move for a while. And then silhouettes, letters, and eyes were hanging over me and hissing. It was horrible and well-deserved. It felt like I was caught on the biggest lie in the world. Yes, it felt exactly like that. After that, I stopped. But the silhouette, letters, and eyes stayed here. I guess they liked this place. They always follow me in my wake, peeping at me, and I'm kind of scared of them, and I can't even argue with them. But today, well, I... Still too scared to tell me? Of course! They're still listening, you know? Use your hands. Alright. I start chaotically twirling my fingers with enthusiasm, forming complex shapes. You want me to tell you a bedtime story? Shh. And I was trying so hard here. Don't you get it? They'll hear you. Relax. Nobody can hear you. So what do you say? I'd be happy to, but I have no idea how to tell them. Oh, it's incredibly easy. Just talk about something without stopping. Sounds silly, but it's not. And meaningless. You don't know what you're talking about. I know enough to realize that we'll just end up wasting time. Let's focus on something actually important. Boring. Fine. Close your eyes. You're not even trying. You won't get it. Oh, my fingers. I wake up on the wooden bench. In front of me lies a narrow, dimly lit alley. An awfully familiar road where could I have seen it? Uh-oh, is she having like a nightmare? Finally. I hear a voice coming from the side. I turn around and see a boy with a weird expression on his face. You're late! Who are you? The boy blinks in bewilderment. We're not going anywhere like this. Try again. Then he takes a very deep breath. You are late! I stare at him, confused. He stares back, also confused. Sorry? The boy nods, satisfied. See? Much better. Do you have a name? My name is Tereska? I give the brat an evaluating look. He's so young, yet already coming at me with questions like that. None of your business. And besides, will anyone tell me what I'm doing here? Hey, that's rude. It's not like there's somebody else here besides me. Haven't they told you anything? I know all there is to know for one. About what? You're obligated to escort me to the store. Tereska says that and strikes a or something pose. No way I'm doing that. You do understand that refusal is futile. Well, aren't you full of yourself? I'm serious. I'm not the one who decided that. Do you think I'm delighted with your company? He's weird. Constantly shifting between happiness, sadness, loudness, silence. He's a wacko. And his name is stupid. That's mean. Are we going or what? You can go. I need to think. I'd be happy to, but I don't know the way. Tereska puts a cunning smile up. I bite my lower lip in frustration. I'll be honest with you. I don't like you. He simply bursts out laughing in reply. I do like you, though. Then he grabs my hand without hesitation. I don't even have time to retort. Lead the way. Okay. Our trip to the store went fine, if not for the fact that Tereska was walking faster than me. And on the other hand, at times he stopped abruptly and went backwards, studying the ground underneath his feet. In the end, the trip took a lot longer than it should. After reaching the store's doors, we were greeted by a sign. We're closing in 20 minutes. Who had the bright idea to indicate their working hours in this way? They probably have special staff for this. Someone who runs to change the sign every 5 minutes. It's convenient. Are you joking? Yeah. You're so annoying. It's much better than being boring. How old are you, by the way? None of your business. What's your name? None of your business. I was ready to slap the living hell out of the brat, but a scary-looking man suddenly appeared behind the glass. He's holding a cardboard sign that says we're closing in 15 minutes. Let's go! What are you waiting for? Huh? Oh yeah. Gonna go buy milk. After another round of going across the long row of canned products, we realized that we're lost. I can't believe you don't know where they sell milk. Maybe we should ask somebody for directions? Sure. Hey, wait up! Tereska lets go of my hand and walks confidently towards one of the few store customers. That person is standing with their back to us, studying something on the shelf. Hello, can I can't hear neither the second part of his question nor the reply he gets, but my good-for-nothing friend freezes in place. Looking the customer straight in the eye, I hurry towards them. Is he yours? The customer talks to me. He speaks with disgust while wearing a scornful expression. Rude. He's just asking where the milk is. If he's yours, please get him away from me. Yes, I'm sorry. I grab Tereska's hand and lead him away. He's still looking at the customer, his mouth ajar and eyes popped. He's also shaking. Why? Only when we turn around the corner, Tereska calms down. What was that? I got so scared, he said. What? No, not again! Suddenly, Tereska starts screaming like crazy. I cover his mouth with my hand. His face is burning. He's crying. Can you act normal? You don't understand. Of course I don't. I don't understand anything. Annoying other people is still wrong, though. This is something you don't understand, it seems. You're mean. Who, me? We're mean. Tereska pushes me away and runs off. Drat. At the edge of my vision, I see the store staff hang a new sign on the door. There you are. I meet Tereska at the cash register. Before that, I managed to visit the milk department after finding out where it is. Hey you, move! I hear an angry voice coming from the other side of a long queue that has formed after Tresca. I squeeze through towards him. What happened? The boy doesn't respond. He just looks at his feet and sniffs. The cashier towers over him. There's a bag of milk lying between them. Is he yours? Yes. Just leave him home next time. People in the queue nod in agreement. Pay for the goods, please. Yes, of course. And the waiting fee. What? You heard me. I did, but that's unheard of. Tresca starts giggling all of a sudden, and for the fact that your son is dumb too. But you heard me. You know what? In a fit of rage, I throw a blank note to the cashier of much higher value than needed, even counting in all these stupid fees, then grab the bag of milk and turn on my heels. We're leaving, Tresca. Goddamn. We spent a whole trip back in silence. At some point, we end up turning right towards a gas station. There, Tresca finally breaks his silence. Do you like ice cream? No. Okay. I look at the boy's face. A light flickers in his eyes for a brief moment and then goes out. You know... He turns away from the path and walks straight towards the highway with determination. I stare at his back, confused. It seems like you're not helping me at all. A new playful light flickers in Tresca's eyes. Whoa. Good night. I got an achievement back here. What happened? That was crazy, like... I'm trying to think, like... Was this like a prequel then? Like... Wait, is bag of... No. Milk... I already forgot what it's called. It's so hard for me to remember. I'm trying to read the little thing up here. Bag of milk outside a bag of milk. Yeah, bag of milk outside a bag of milk. I'm trying to like understand. Like I understood, but I didn't. But I did, but I didn't. Like I understand the whole scattered thoughts, you know, like fireflies, they're everywhere. We were looking for them. That I understand. But like with the dreaming part and the little boy and the circle, because in the first game she said she was so scared of the letter O, and it was kind of something similar to that she was afraid of. And she also told us in the first game too that we weren't much help and we died or we had to start over. And then in this too, he was like, you're not helping me, because like in the first game she would be like, oh, so and so's not helping me, and in this one he said, you're not helping me. Was this someone that she knew? Or milk outside a bag of milk. Bag of milk outside a bag of milk. So are we just playing milk inside of a bag of milk? But instead, it's an outside view of it? Of what it was like? Because in the store she was nervous. She couldn't pay. She didn't know if she was supposed to pay. And she couldn't, you know, like she was scared about everything. And in this one, at the very end, she goes with the little boy to the store, and he was scared to talk to people. He couldn't pay for it, like he didn't know how to or whatever. And then on the way back too, he talked about ice cream. And in the first game, she talked about being something like a long bar of ice cream. And then he told her, you're not helping. I don't know, this is weird, but it's kind of connected to the first game. I just don't understand how. Like, was this somebody that she saw this happen to? Was this just her living how the guy lives, because you know how like so it's her, like in the first game it was her, the voice in her head, and then us. She talked to us separately in the park, but the voice in her head was always the one that was just talking to her. So I wonder if in this it was showing her that she's the voice in her head and the little boy was her, you know, because she couldn't do all these things and the voice in her head was like having to go in there and fix it after her and try to help her do it on her own. I don't know. That was really like, it was good, but I'm also like really confused, but it was good. But I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below if you get your milk in bags or in cartons or the paper ones. I don't know if that's still considered a carton, but you know what I mean. And yeah, I'll see you in whatever we decide to play next. Bye!